Speaking of Canvey Island manager Danny Heale, following our 0-0 draw against Hendon at the Prospect Stadium. Danny, not many 0-0s down here this season, but today was one. What did you make of the match?
I'd say we was under pressure from the start. I think Jason Alex pulled his calf in the warm-up, so we had to change our formation. Obviously with Gamo and Jake Curran still suspended, Jonesy coming back in for his first game for a couple of weeks. But no, I thought we started the game really brightly. I said we needed a massive reaction after last weekend's poor performance against East Thurrock. But I'd say I thought our work rate was good and that, and I'd say we could have been 2 or 3 up in the first 10-15 minutes. Callum's gone through and just put it wide. Harrison's gone through 1-on-1 with the keeper, and the keeper's made a great save. I thought their keeper all afternoon was really good. And then I thought we probably edged the first half, to be honest. I think Jimmy's had to make 1 save. And then second half, I thought we was quite dominant in for the majority of the second half, especially in possession-wise. But they always looked like they was going to hit us on the counter-attack. And obviously, we was a bit fortunate in the end. Obviously, Jimmy making a great save from the penalty. And but say they had a few chances at the end there. And say John Sands had a glorious chance with like literally a minute to go to win it for us, but it weren't to be. But no, so we'll take the positives out of today, and so we'll move on to we've got 2 tough games next weekend.
After our long unbeaten run that we had, obviously results of these never been quite as good. Do you think that's a case of injuries and suspensions, or do you think that there's an element of, now that we're not in contention for the playoffs, a bit of motivation not being there?
Yeah, maybe a bit of both. I say we had a tough lot of games in a short period of time, and I think when you're winning and you keep trying to win and keep trying to go, keep going, and then we had 10 unbeaten, and then obviously we had a poor performance against Harrow, bounced back with a good performance against Margate, and then let ourselves down badly last Saturday against East Thurrock. But I thought it was better today, and it's hard, especially when you're not playing for nothing and training. It becomes hard work, and just trying to keep the boys' momentum going and that. But they're still getting their money, and they've still got to put a shift in. But it was a lot better today, and hopefully we can build on that for next week.
You mentioned the performance of Jimmy Guzman. Of course, we've had several players on loan here this season from professional clubs, including Joe Carter now from Gillingham and Josh from Arsenal. Is this something you're going to be looking to do again next season, bringing in these young talented players from professional sides?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'd say I think if you look at any side in our league, and that, they've obviously got the basis of their side, and they had a few from pro clubs, because in the Premier League, and works its way down there, is that it's so hard for these young players to break into a top flight club. It's pushing them down into non-league level, and so sometimes you bring players in and they don't buy into what you're trying to do, and we've been lucky this year. So obviously Joe Carter's come in, lovely lad. Understands what level we're at and how we want to play, settled in well. But we've been really lucky, obviously, with Josh and Jimmy, like two great keepers, and Josh has been outstanding for us when he's played, and Jimmy's come in and doing a job when Josh ain't available, and I think he's saved 2 penalties now, like since when he's had a game, and I thought he was superb today. Come for a load of crosses, caught everything, punched what he had to, and so made a great save at the penalty, and made a great save, tipped it round the post towards the end. So no, fair play to both of them, but getting on to next season and that probably is, you never know until we know what the budget's going to be and things like that, and I can't really say, but I think that the idea is to try and just get a squad of 10, 11 strong players and personalities, and try and bed them in with a few youngsters and maybe a couple of loan signings here and there. But so we'll sit down in the summer and see where we are and what we've got to play with for next season.
Thanks, Alan. Well done.
Thanks, mate.